Andrew Tate, a figure so controversial, whose ascent to the fame is as bewildering as it is captivating. From a dazzling heights of fame to the depth of exile, Andrew Tate is a testament to the seismic impact one person can yield in today's interconnected world. In the sea of self-improvement gurus, Andrew Tate stands as a polarizing figure, defying norms and captivating minds. From the humble beginning to towering success, Andrew Tate embodies the spirit of resilience, determination, and boundless ambition. It is remarkable yet controversial story of Andrew Tate, a man who refused to be confined by the circumstances. Today, we'll unravel the enigma of Andrew Tate, uncovering strategies that propelled him to the greatness, and on the way, shattering all the barriers of the ordinary. Before dissecting his strategies, we need to understand the background and why he chose this path to the success. Tate's story started humbly, marked by challenges, setbacks, and the difficulties. But where others see obstacles, he saw an opportunity, a light, a path to success. This unwavering determination and a hunger for greatness, he was willing to do anything. This is the time when he forged a plan to rise above adversity, a plan to claim his rightful place, a plan to change the world, a plan to shake the world and challenge the status quo, a plan to divide the country, a plan to influence, not only influence, to influence in the shortest time possible. Strategy number 1, what I like to call 3 A's: attention at all cost. This is by far one of the most important strategies Andrew Tate has utilized to gain power and influence. Tate embodies and lives by this principle, constantly capturing public attention through his bold actions and controversial statements. He not only makes these statements but stands by them, never regretting or apologizing for his statements. This unapologetic demeanor and willingness to quote controversy ensures that he remains in the forefront of public consciousness at all times. He doesn't care whether people believe him or not. This is not the desired outcome. You have to understand the main outcome of these statements are not to prove the point, but to be the focal point of the subject. This is where he thrives. He knows that people are too naive and too impatient to find out the truth. And when he makes these statements, people don't look at the motives. They themselves want excitement in their life. They want to be relevant as well. That's why they hang into these statements on their dear life. This creates more controversies and more spotlight for him. Also, at the heart of Tate's philosophy lies a rejection of status quo. While the world bends to the norms, Tate dares to question, to challenge, and to disrupt. His refusal to conform serves as a beacon to those who dare to think outside of the box and to carve their own destiny. This is exactly the reason why he has such a cult-like following. How can you use this strategy in your life? In a world full of people, it is so easy to get buried in the crowds, not get recognized, or even worse, die average, only known by a handful of people. Even those handful of people will forget you tomorrow. The feeling of insignificance and being forgotten in such a dynamic world could be very daunting. In order to counteract this, you need to appear larger and more colorful than the life itself, than those timid and bland masses. Do this with your words, your body language, your personality, and your actions. Stand out. Be the loudest in the room. Do anything to shine more brighter than those around you. This will create unforgettable and a godlike persona. Second strategy Tate uses is quite unusual. Unusual in a sense that you don't expect this kind of strategy from someone like him, who tries to show to world that how strong he is. It is playing victim strategy. This strategy is harder to detect unless you are specifically looking for it and notice those micro patterns. In order to play victim, you need to have an oppressor, an attacker. In Andrew's case, he has always described the Matrix as an attacker and unruly force trying to silence him for telling the truth and to control the masses. This has created a sense of empathy and adoration in people's mind. When his enemies try to ban him on social medias or arrest him, this just reinforced the narrative he is trying to present. This created even more emotional bond between him and his followers. Once this emotional bond is created, there is no place for logical thinking or rational thinking. Whatever his enemies try to do against him only solidify his narrative. People always side with those who appears to be weaker than their enemies, a defender rather than an offender, especially if you are fighting an organized group or people. Take advantage of these flaws to your benefit. Make people think you are the minority, a disadvantaged one, a powerless victim. If you can convince this to the people, anything you do after that will be just. Strategy number 3. Entering actions with boldness. In the world of limitations, Tate refuses to be confined. Andrew Tate stands as a living testament to the power of breaking free from the shackles of conformity. Through his bold actions and fearless mindset, Tate challenges the very fabric of the reality, inspiring others to question their own limitations and reach the new heights of greatness. His journey is a living proof to the power of daring to defy and daring to dream. His ability to embrace and evolve to new challenges ensures that he remains relevant and influential in ever-changing world, influencing others and inspiring others to do the same. Just like Tate, whatever you do with boldness and confidence, even if you are unsure about the course of action. Now, listen this again and remember, if you do with confidence anything, people will follow your lead to the death. Be so audacious that the fakeness and illusion that you created will start to blur the reality itself. Let's reflect on the profound lesson that we learned from the life and the legacy of Andrew Tate. In the world full of mediocrity and timidity, Tate reminds us that the true greatness remains within our grasp, waiting to be seized by those brave enough to defy the odds and chart their own action. So dear viewers, I will leave you with this question. Will you dare to break free from established norms and embrace true limitless potential that lies within? Thank you for joining me in this enlightening journey in the life of Andrew Tate. If you found these strategies and his life insightful, be sure to like, subscribe and share for more thought-provoking content like this. And until next time, make sure to stay bold Stay strategic and never stop chasing your dream.